looks at it, and Rich will put it down with some authority. A deep three from Andrews. Oh, make it rain, baby! Yes! Drives left, kicks it to the corner, to the left wing. The corner, or the wing three is up and good. Zoe Swallow dials it up from long range. Payoff pitch here from Turner. And that's going to be a fly ball, center field. That's going to get out here if you lose. Here's the pitch. And a ground ball. That's going to get through the left side of the infield. That's going to score another run. And that's going to be an RBI single. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome here to the WHS Network here on YouTube.com, here from beautiful Raider Field here in Selma, Indiana. Here with tonight's Lady Raiders softball game here this evening between the 6-7 Winchester Golden Falcons as they take on your 8-7 Wapahani Raiders. Again, as always, I am your play-by-play broadcaster, Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. Again, we welcome you on in here on this Thursday, May the 2nd of 2024. As we get right into things here with the Raiders Live pregame show presented by East Jackson Auto Sales. East Jackson Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of the WHS Network. Wapahani having a little bit of a tough stretch here these last 4 or 5 games here for us. Tough loss last night in the opening round of the county tournament there against Westdale. Lost that one by a final score of 8-6. So, we started off the season really clicking on all cylinders, and since then we've kind of tailed off a little bit. It happens, unfortunately, sometimes, but Wapahani looking to get back to their winning ways here tonight and defend their home field, and hopefully, get a great pitching performance and a great offensive performance, with the bats, and hopefully the Raiders will come away with a victory here tonight. Winchester, just a game below 500, but they've lost their last couple of games here by a pretty sizable margin, so Winchester will also be looking to get back to their winning ways right here. Let's see if Wapahani will hopefully have an answer to things, and hopefully we'll get things figured out and, like I said, get back to their winning ways here tonight. So we'll see what happens. But the Wapahani baseball team also in action tonight. They're over at Coach Brian J. Dudley Field taking on Delta, so we'll try to get some updates throughout the evening there for that as well. And obviously with the conclusion of this ball game here tonight, we'll go back and download this game on YouTube. Unfortunately, we don't have any Wi-Fi out here yet. That is still getting fixed. So while all that's going on, we have our offline broadcast, and like I said, we'll broadcast it. And obviously, we'll go back and download it after the game, and it'll be on here later on this evening right there on our YouTube channel, the WHS Network. So we'll go ahead and kind of switch gears here a little bit. We'll take a look here at tonight's starting lineups. First, we have the visiting team here tonight, again, Winchester Golden Falcons, as I mentioned, coming in this evening with a 6-7 record here on the season. And they will line it up, and it's going to look like this here for Winchester here tonight. Leading off and playing shortstop, that's going to be number 6, Allison Campbell. Batting second, the third baseman, number 8, Delaney Bird. Batting third and playing center field, number 4, Aviana Ramos. Batting fourth and pitching, number 16, Cassidy Rubel. Batting fifth and playing first base, number 11, that is Alyssa Cole. Batting sixth and catching, number 7, Avery Ludwig. Batting seventh, the second base, number 18, Lizzie Frazier. Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 17, Layla Salazar. And then batting ninth and playing left field, number 20, Madison Hodson. So again, that is the starting lineup there for the Winchester Golden Falcons. Again, they are coached by Monty Gaddis and assisted by Tom Overlease and Jordan Alfred. And now we'll take a look here at the home team here this evening, your Wapahani Raiders. So it will look like this here for Wapahani 1 through 9. Leading off and catching, that's going to be number 20, Maddie Rhodes. Batting second, the shortstop, number 2, Emily Luce. Batting third and playing first base, number 22, Bailey Richardson. Batting cleanup, the left fielder, that is number 14, Malia Simpson. Batting fifth and playing second base, number 7, Megan Luce. Batting sixth and playing third base, that is number 15, Braylon Patterson. Batting 7th and pitching, number 4, Tatum Dudley. Batting 8th and playing center field, 00, Briley Kahali Como. And then batting 9th and playing right field, number 16, Marissa Meyer. Again, your Raiders coached by Jeff Masters and assisted by Sammy Heron, as well as Tyler Parks and Abby Hollingsworth. So again, that is tonight's starting lineups. Again, brought to you by the Liberty Prairie Alumni Association. Greatly appreciate them for their sponsorship. And we thank you all for tuning in here tonight. Again, Wapahani and Winchester going toe-to-toe here from beautiful Raider Field. Coming up right here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen. Again, here for tonight's ball game here again between the 6 and 7 Winchester Golden Falcons. They take on your Wapahani Raiders here tonight. Again, here from beautiful Raider Field. Again, we want to thank you guys for tuning in here tonight as we're just about set to get this game underway here this evening. Again, Winchester 6 and 7, Wapahani 8 and 7. The Raiders, well, really both teams looking to get back to the winning ways, but more importantly, here for Wapahani looking to to get the night started here on the right note, and hopefully get 3 quick outs here and get the bats going here on the offensive side of the softball here. But we're going to start things off with the shortstop. That is number 6, Allison Campbell here for Winchester. As tonight's first pitch will be low and inside there for ball 1-0 to start things off here. Again, the first pitch delivered at 5:14 p.m. here on this Thursday, May the 2nd of 2024. Again, I'm play-by-play broadcaster Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. As that pitch will be fouled off, and the count now at 1 strike here on the Golden Falcons shortstop. Again, Tatum Dudley towing the rubber here tonight for Wapahani. Again, we'll get to the rest of the defensive alignment here in just a few moments. 1 strike, and the pitch from Dudley. That's going to be popped up right back there at her. Way to fill your position there as Tatum Dudley records the out for out number 1.
Great catch, Tatum Dudley. Next up to the plate.
And so now that's going to bring up to the plate the third baseman, number 8, Delaney Bird. Again, the defensive alignment presented by East Jackson Auto Sales here tonight. Again, we have out in left field, that is Malia Simpson. In center, Briley Kahali-Como. Over in right, as that's going to be a line out there to Braylon Patterson there for out number 2. Over in right field, that is Marissa Meyer. Around the horn there in the infield, Braylon Patterson at third. And then we have Emily Luce at shortstop, Maddie Rhodes at second, and Bailey Richardson at first. Then again, your battery mates. We have Tatum Dudley towing the rubber here tonight for Wapahani as our pitcher, with Megan Luce behind home plate, calling the balls and or hanging the signs right there, not calling the balls and strikes. There's Meyer, will be unable to make the catch. Nearly grabbed that one, but a throw now to third will not be in time, and that's going to get by the third baseman. And they will not even have a play there at home plate. So that's going to be a triple and then a throwing error. So again, still 2 out here in the inning. Now a 1-0 Winchester lead. Thereafter the triple and then the error on the throw to get that runner there at home plate. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. So 1-0 the count to begin things here on Cassidy Ruble, the pitcher. Ground ball here to the shortstop, Emily Luce on the first. And that's going to get her right there by a step. And that's going to do it here for the top half of the first inning. So a 1-0 lead here for Winchester after the top half. We'll head now to the bottom half here with the Raiders looking to get the bats going here early and often here tonight from beautiful Raider Field. We'll be back with more right after these messages.
Hi, I'm Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate. Our company's mantra has been and will always be humans over houses. For the last several years, we have been able to help people follow our mission statement, which is enriching lives by helping people find their next home. Next Home Elite Real Estate has premier real estate agents ready to assist you with commercial properties, new construction, residential homes, or investment properties, no matter if you are looking to purchase or to sell. We are skilled negotiators, tenacious marketers, and fearless advocates for our clients. We want them to feel the passion we have for what we do and the professionalism we exemplify while we do it. Our clients depend on us to have grit and determination when we represent them. We roll up our sleeves and get to work. Every interaction, every time.
Hi, I'm Tara.
Hi, I'm Michelle.
Hi, I'm Kathy.
Hi, I'm Seth.
Hi, I'm Lindsay.
Hi, I'm Courtney.
We stand for doing the right thing, even when it's not convenient. We deliver integrity in all we do through our uncompromising ethical principles and values. Our clients count on us not to only help them buy or sell their home, but to make sure the process is infused with joy. We strive to bring a smile to their faces as they enter the next phase of their lives. Call Next Home Elite Real Estate today. We are here to help you.
All right, welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, here with our bottom half of the first inning again here from beautiful Raider Field. As we'll lead things off here with the Raiders' second baseman, Maddie Rhodes. 1-0 the count to start things off here with Maddie. And a senior here for Wapahani. One of a few seniors here also is Bailey Richardson, the Raiders' first baseman here tonight. 2-0 the count here on Maddie. And a great count to be in right here, and hopefully we'll make good of this opportunity and get on base here. And a line shot right into right center field. That's going to go all the way to the wall. Maddie making her way past second and on to third. And now she makes that turn on home. Now a throw to the plate will not be in time, and that's going to be an inside the park home run. So it doesn't necessarily matter how you get it as long as you get it. And, well, she ended up collecting the home run right there and ties things up right here at 1.
Great hit, Maddie Rhodes. Next up to bat. Yeah, Zoe Coach.
So a ball low right there. 1-0 the count here on Emily Lewis.
Wait, why'd they change the batting? Oh, sorry. It's Emily Lewis.
So 2 balls and no strikes here on Emily. That pitch fouled off.
I apologize.
So now the count here at 2 balls and 1 strike here on Emily. We have Bailey Richardson to follow, then Malia Simpson to follow her. Cassie Rubel back here on the rubber. Here's the windup and the pitch. That one's going to sail high there for ball 3. So a very favorable count here on Emily. 3 balls and 1 strike. The pitch from Rubel be fouled off down the third base line. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch. Little nub shot back behind the backstop area. That's going to get out of play. So again, the count remains here, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Again, one's already come on home to score there after the inside of park home run from Maddie Rhodes a few moments ago. The pitch popped up third base side, and the third baseman will make the catch there for out number 1. And so that's going to bring up the first baseman, number 22, Bailey Richardson.
Coming up to the plate, number 22, Bailey Richardson.
So Richardson will step in here at home plate again with 1 away here in the bottom half of the first. Rubel will get her signs here from a catcher and rocks back. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a high fly ball deep left center field, and that is gone! Bailey Richardson with a big find to put the Raiders on top 2-1. Oh, heck yes. So 2 homers here in the inning, 1 inside the park and 1 out of the park. So nice piece of hitting right there from senior first baseman Bailey Richardson. Again, now a 2-1 Wapahani lead. Now with the left fielder number 14, Malia Simpson, at the plate here for the Lady Raiders. So Simpson will stand in. Again, 2 now on home, and still only 1 out here in the inning. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be fouled to the backstop area. Nothing in. 1 the count here on Malia. Again, Simpson, a sophomore. He's playing left field here this evening. Rubel gets her signs. The pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 2. So obviously got to protect now with 2 strikes. Rubel here with a windup and a pitch. That one's going to fall low and inside. Nice job of keeping the eyes open right here. There's the 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 looking right there for out number 2. So a 2 down now in the inning. That's going to bring up the catcher. That is number 7, Megan Luce.
Number 7, Megan Luce at the plate.
Here's the pitch. Ground ball here, third base side, fouled off. So 0-1 here on Megan. You got number 5 hitter in the order. Following Megan will be Braylon Patterson. Hopefully we get even further than that here in this inning. The pitch. Laced down the left field line. That's going to sneak inside the line. And so that's going to be a 2-out single right there. That's already now the 3rd hit of the inning here for Wapahani, as Megan will be down at first base with good speed. That's going to bring up the third baseman, number 15, Braylon Patterson, here for the Raiders.
15, Braylon Patterson at the plate.
The pitch. It's going to be upstairs there for a ball. 1-0 the count here on Braylon. And like I said, Megan Luce with good speed down at first. We'll see if she gets in scoring position here. Chopped here to the right side. That's going to get through the right side of the infield. Fine piece of hitting there by Braylon Patterson. There is Megan Luce will take third. So the Raiders will have them on the corners after another 2-out hit, this time by the third baseman Braylon Patterson. And that will now bring up the pitcher looking to help herself right here. That is number 4, Tatum Dudley. So Tatum will now step in here. Again, 2 on, 2 out. The pitch. That's going to fall low and away there for a ball. 1-0 to start things off here on Tatum Dudley. Following Tatum will be Briley Kahali-Como. The 1-0 offering. That's going to be fouled back and out of play to even the count now at 1 ball and 1 strike. And Dudley looking to help her cause right here. At least put one more run up on the board. And another one's going to fall low and outside there for ball 2. A great job right there again, just keeping her eyes on it, recognizing, where the strike zone is and laying off of it. The 2-1. Another one's going to be fouled back and out of play. So the count holds here at 2 balls and 2 strikes. With 2 out and 2 on. Deuces are wild here in this 2-1 ball game. The 2-2 pitch. That's going to be low and away. That's going to get by the catcher, so 1 more run will come on home to score. So Patterson will take second base. Make that now a 3-1 Wapahani lead after the wild pitch. The payoff pitch. Another one fouled off, this time to the third base side. So we're going to redo it here at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Again, Patterson out there in scoring position. Go. 3-2, the pitch. That's going to be low and away. So Tatum Dudley will take her walk and mosey her way on down to first base. Now the Raiders at first and second. And now we'll have the center fielder, 0-0, Briley Kahali-Como. Some really great at-bats here this inning, especially the last 3. After that second out right here, Wapahani's had some little 2-out magic right here, 2 singles, and then now a walk there to Tatum Dudley. Great job there by her. And now Briley Kahali Como. Got another wild pitch. Will advance the runners up another extra base. So now 1-0 the count here on Briley, with runners now at second and third. Great way to add to the total right here. That pitch, once again, a low one inside. Again, man behind the plate here today, again, calling the balls and strikes. That is Randy Moisner. Out in the field, our umpire out there is Bill Hamilton. So greatly appreciate both guys right there. Fly ball in the shallow left field, and that's going to get down. So Tatum Dudley will score there as well. 2 runs come on home to score. Big time hit right there for Briley Kahali Como as the Raiders keep on keeping on here in the bottom half of the first inning. Already their 5th hit and 5th run here in the first inning after the 2 RBI double from Briley Kahali Como. So the right fielder, number 16, Marissa Meyer, will now step in. Again, with a great opportunity right here to continue to add to the total of runs scored here in the inning. Already a 5-1 Wapahani lead. And just looking to play some add-on right here. Again, with Kahali Como out there at second base. Great speed out there. And so it's going to be extremely important right here. You know, you got to get a ground ball. You never know what can happen. You know, you can easily score another run here. Again, we do have a new pitcher on the mound as well here for Winchester, and that is going to be number 11. That is Alyssa Cole. So she will now toe the rubber here for Winchester. So we'll go ahead and step aside here for a quick break, and we'll be back here following today's pitching change. 5-1 Wapahani here in the bottom half of the first inning with 2 out. All right, welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen. Again, the notable changes here for Winchester. Again, just a very quick change, essentially. Alyssa Cole moved from first base now to the pitcher's mound, and Cassidy Rubel has moved from the pitcher's mound to first base. So that's the only change. So again, Cassidy lasted 2/3 of an inning. Not quite the start that she was hoping for, but the Raiders will look to play a little add-on right here. Marissa Meyer here at the plate here for Wapahani. And that's going to be in there for a called strike, 0-1. Again, the number 9 hitter in the order here for Wapahani here in the first half, or the bottom half of the first inning. Cole rocks back. Here's a pitch. And that's going to be low, and Kahali Como will be in there safely at third. The pitch from Cole. That's going to be low for ball 2. So obviously a very favorable hitter's count right here if you're Marissa. You have Kahali Como down at third. The pitch swung on and missed, strike 2. So the count now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, 2 out. 5-1's your score. Wapahani on top, looking to play add-on right here. Here's the pitch. And that one's going to be fouled back to the backstop area. So the count will stay put here at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Once again, the 2-2 offering. That's going to be low there for ball 3. So nice eyes there from Meyer. Has worked herself now into a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes, the payoff pitch. Right over the first baseman, and that's going to be caught right there by the first baseman by Cassidy Rubel. So that's going to do it here for the home half of the first inning. Wapahani able to put 5 runs up on the board here in the home half of the first, as they get 5 runs here on 5 hits. Also no errors and 1 runner left on base. We'll head here to the top of the second. Again, it's Wapahani 5, Winchester 1, right here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, folks, welcome back here on the WHS Network, as we will lead things off here with Alyssa Cole, the pitcher here for the Winchester Golden Falcons. 1-0 the count to start things off here on Cole. Following her will be Avery Ludwig and Lizzie Frazier, as that one be rolled in there to home plate now. 2-0 the count. Getting Dudley, for the most part, had a pretty nice first inning, aside from the triple that ended up eventually leading to an error and then a run. But thought she did a really good job. So hopefully we can have an even better second inning right here. 2-1 the count. That one's going to be rolled in there for ball 3. So the count here, 3 balls and 1 strike here on the pitcher, Alyssa Cole. Dudley will rock back. Here's the 3-1 pitch, and that's going to fall away there for ball 4. So a leadoff walk here to Alyssa Cole. She'll be down at first base, and that's going to bring up the catcher, number 7, Avery Ludwig.
Number 7, Avery Ludwig.
Got a hot night out here at the ballpark. And I believe it's like right around 85, 86 degrees. So 1-0 the count. I know up here in the press box it's a little steamy up here tonight. Not much airflow when you're in a boxed-in press box, literally. Thus the name. But not much airflow. Now down on the field I'm sure it's still pretty hot, but I do have the wind kicking up a little bit. So Ludwig, and a great count here, 3-0 the count. And that one's going to be ball 4. So back-to-back walks to lead off the top of the second inning. Cole now advances up to second base. Ludwig down at first. In the second base, number 18, Lizzie Frazier now at the plate for the Golden Falcons. So again, main thing here for Dudley, we've got to find a way to throw some strikes right here. Got to make them get themselves out. So that one's going to fall low there for a ball. 1-0 the count to start things off here with Lizzie Frazier. Following her will be the right fielder, Layla Salazar, then the left fielder, Madison Hodson. Nice pitch right there. Now an even count of a ball and a strike. You're just a ground ball away right here from having a couple of outs. Bunted essentially right back there to the pitcher, and that will not be in time to throw down the first base, so that's going to load the bases there with that infield hit by Lizzie Frazier.
Next up to bat, we have number 17, Layla Salazar.
So Cole moves up to third, Ludwig now at second, and Frazier down at first. Now with a right fielder, number 17, Layla Frazier at the plate here for Winchester. So again, got him loaded right here, nowhere to put her, as that one's going to be high and out of the zone there for a ball. 1-0 the count to Salazar. That pitch also low for ball 2. So Dudley with some work to do right here. You got nowhere to put her at. That one's going to be fouled off to the backstop. Now the count at 2 balls and a strike. Two balls and 1 strike. Dudley with a windup and the pitch. That's going to be upstairs there for ball 3. It's got to be able to find that release point here. Popped up to the second baseman, infield fly will take care of that, but she made the catch anyway. So that will be out number 1.
Great catch by number 20, Maddie Rhodes. Coming up to the plate.
And so that will now bring up the left fielder, number 20, Madison Hodson.
Madison Hodson.
Hodson steps in here with, again, the bases loaded and 1 away here in the top of the second inning. That pitch will fall low there for ball 1 to start things off here with Hodson. Again, she's a number 9 hitter in the order. In there for a called strike. So even count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Dudley again trying to find her way out of this jam. Ground ball or line out there to the shortstop, Emily Luce. So a nice snag right there for out number 2. And so back to the top of the order now. That's going to bring up the shortstop, number 6, Allison Campbell.
Shortstop, number 6, Allison Campbell.
Campbell 0 for 1 on the night. She popped it right up there to the pitcher, Tatum Dudley, to open up the ball game. Looking for much of the same thing right here. That pitch bounce in the dirt. 1-0 the count. Again, the Golden Falcons start off the inning with back-to-back walks, then a single. And since then, we've had an infield fly out to Maddie Rhodes there at second base, and then a line out there to the shortstop there, and Emily Luce. 2-0 count. And that's going to be ball 3. So Tatum's got to make him earn this. Can't afford to walk in a run. And that's in there for a called strike. So 3-1 your count here on Campbell. The 3-1 offering. Ground ball right back at Dudley, and that hit the base runner, so she's out. And so at least, I don't know, I thought that if it ricocheted off of a defensive player and then off an offensive player, that it would just be a dead ball. Okay, yep, and that's how it is. So a run does come on home to score. It's just going to reload the bases. So that will be a base hit. Hopefully Tatum's okay. That's the main thing. So Alyssa Cole scores there after the RBI single. Ludwig moves up to third. Frazier to second. And again, you have Allison Campbell there at first. That pitch low there for ball 1. Delaney Bird now at the plate here for the Golden Falcons. Low and away there for ball 2. In there for a called strike. 2 balls and 1 strike here on Delaney Bird. Dudley will get her signs here from Megan Luce. Here's the pitch. Ooh, just will miss right there for ball 3. So another 3-ball count here, 3-1. Ground ball here to the shortstop, and that's going to go under the glove there of Emily Luce. 2 runs will come on home to score. And so the error right there will now make this a 5-4 ball game.
Coming to the plate, we have number 4, Aviana Ramos.
So again, Ludwig scores as well as Lizzie Frazier. That's now the second error of the ball game here on Wapahani. Aviana Ramos here at the plate. That pitch upstairs here for ball 2. Throwing out the first will not be in time. So again, the count here at 2-0. All 3 runs so far have come here with 2 outs here in the inning, which we know a little something about that because we ended up scoring, I believe it was 3 runs there with 2 outs as well. Another pitch upstairs for ball 3. So 3-1 the count. Pop up there in a shallow right center field, and Kahali Como will get there to make the catch for the 3rd and final out here in the inning. But the Winchester Golden Falcons put a 3 spot up on the board here in the top half of the 2nd inning. They score 3 runs here on 2 hits, also an error, and 2 runners left on base. We'll head here to the bottom half of the 2nd. Wapahani 5, Winchester 4 here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, welcome back here with our next Home Elite Real Estate game break here. 5-4 Wapahani here as we head to the bottom half of the 2nd inning here from beautiful Raider Field. Again, I'm Brandon Morvillius, your play-by-play broadcaster. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. As we lead off the 2nd inning here with a second baseman, number 20, Maddie Rhodes. And that pitch will sail high and wide there for ball 1. So 1-0 the count here on Maddie. Again, she had the inside the park home run to lead off the ball game here tonight. That's a heck of a way to start it. The 1-0 pitch in there for a called strike. So 1-1 the count here. Again, Alyssa Cole And came on in relief there of Cassie Rubel there in the bottom half of the first inning, so she's back out here looking for an inning of work right here as that one's fouled off down the right side and out of play. 1-2 the count. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. The Raiders senior second baseman. The pitch. That's going to fall low and inside there for ball 2. Pitch from Cole. Ground ball here to the first baseman. She'll step on first. And so a 3 unassisted put away right there for out number 1 here in the bottom half of the second inning. And that's going to bring up the shortstop, number 2, Emily Lewis.
And you killed it. Yeah, can't raise your voice.
There's the pitch. That one's going to sail high and upstairs there for ball 1. And Emily popped it up to the third baseman back in the first inning. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Pitch from Cole. It's going to be low and away there for ball 2. Two-one offering. Ground ball to the shortstop. Going to be a tough bang-bang play, and it will be just in time there for out number 2. So a 6-3 put out there for the second out. That's going to bring up the first base, number 22, Bailey Richardson. Pitch outside there for a ball there. 1-0 the count to start things off here on Bailey Richardson. Again, she had a solo homer there in the first inning, a deep fly ball there to left center field. So 1 for 1 so far. Popped up down the right field line, and that's going to sneak inside the fair line. So a 2-out single here by Bailey Richardson, now the 6th hit of the night here for Wapahani. And we'll see if the Raiders can now have a little 2-out magic here. So it's going to bring up the left fielder. That's number 14, Malia Simpson.
Number 14.
And it looks like we might get a courtesy runner potentially. And that's going to be number 18, Zoe Swallow. Another senior here as well for Wapahani. So Zoe will come in a pinch or courtesy run for Bailey Richardson. And Zoe has got some darn good wheels. So if you can find a gap right here, she should easily score. So Simpson will stroll up to the plate right here. 0 for 1 so far on the night. Struck out looking back in the first inning. Now be in there for a called strike. Swallow using the wheels and gets the second base there with a stolen base. 0-1 to count. That one fouled right back at us. So the count here at no balls and 2 strikes here on Malia Simpson. Got to protect right here with 2 strikes. Got to find a way to put the bat on the ball. Here's a pitch. And that's going to be strike 3, looking to end the bottom half of the second inning. But Wapahani again does get a base runner here after a 2-out single by Bailey Richardson. But nothing will come of it as Wapahani gets no runs on a hit, also no errors. And 1 left on. We'll head here to the top of the third. It is Wapahani 5, Winchester 4. You're on the WHS Network. All right, welcome back here again with our next Home Elite Real Estate game break. 5-4, Wapahani on top here as we enter the top of the third inning. Again, we want to thank everyone for tuning in here tonight. Obviously, not a live broadcast, unfortunately, because, we don't have any Wi-Fi out here that works. That's still under investigation as far as getting the equipment out here and getting that fixed up. So we appreciate the Liberty Perry School Corporation for being on top of that, and hopefully we'll have some internet out here soon at some point this season. But we're going to lead off this top half of the third inning here with the Winchester Golden Falcons first baseman. That is number 16, Cassidy Rubel. She steps in. Again, she started her evening on the mound, and that came to a halt rather quickly after giving up 5 runs there in the first inning, as that pitch will sail high there for a ball. 1-0 the count here on Rubel. Again, Tatum Dudley in her third inning of work. So 2-0 the count. Here's the pitch. That's in there for a called strike. Here's a 2-1. Here's a 3-1 offering. Ground ball here to the third base side. That's going to get foul. So a full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes here on Cassidy Rubel. The payoff pitch from Dudley. Ground ball here again. Third base side foul. So we're going to redo it again here with a full count of 3-2. Payoff pitch once again. Popped up right there to the shortstop. Emily Luce there with a basket grab there for out number 1.
Coming up to the plate.
And so that's going to bring up the pitcher, number 11, Alyssa Cole. Cole walked there in the second inning, went ahead and come on home to score after the single from Allison Campbell. So 0-1 the count here on Alyssa. Dudley gets her signs here from Megan Luce. The pitch. That's going to fall low there for a ball. 1-1. And your Raiders once again have had haven't had really another very busy week. They come into the evening here 8-7. I think they, as far as a grand total, I think they end up playing somewhere like right around 25 to 30 games during the regular season, something like that, as that one's going to be floated there in the right field. So a 1-out single there by Alyssa Cole. She's down at first base. And that will bring up the catcher, number 7, Avery Ludwig. Ludwig also walked there in the second inning and came home to score. She ended up scoring after the error there by Emily Luce there in the second inning, as that will be in there for a called strike. 0-1 the count. It's one thing we've got to continue to see more of here from Tatum. It's got to keep hammering that strike zone, finding that consistency and release point of throwing strikes. Line out there to the center fielder, Briley Kahali-Como. So now 2 down here in the inning. And that's going to bring up the second baseman, number 18, Lizzie Frazier.
We have second baseman, number 18, Lizzie Frazier.
So 0-1 the count here to Frazier. That pitch high and inside there for a ball. One pitch upstairs for ball 2. The throw down to first will not be in time. Another one this time will fall low for 3-1. So she's been upstairs, now downstairs. Now it's just time to be right smack dab right over the plate and hopefully can find a way to get out of the inning here. There we go. Oh, that one just missed. So a walk right there to Frazier. Second time she's been on base. She's singled and scored a run there in the second inning. So Cole now moves up to second, Frazier at first, and the right fielder, number 17, Layla Salazar, at the plate. 1-0 the count to start things off here on Salazar. Again, she popped it up into a infield fly out right there to the second baseman. That was there in the second inning. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Two-one pitch upstairs now for ball 3. So things were going pretty good here for Tatum. Now the last few batters just kind of struggled here a little bit. Just got to find a way to just throw a strike. Able to do so. Nicely done. So nice and easy does it. 6-5 put away there for out number 3. As that will end the inning right here. Again, Winchester ends up getting a hit. Also a couple base runners, but nothing will come of it here. No runs on a hit. Also no errors. And 2 runners left on base. 5-4 here after 2.5 innings of play. Make sure to stay right here with us. Inning number 3 coming up, or bottom half of inning number 3 coming up. You're on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
You're good at making big announcements. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
All right, welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen. Here as we enter the bottom half of the third inning, and we're going to lead things off here with a catcher.
At the plate, we have number 7.
That's number 7, Megan Lewis. Megan singled there in the first inning, also scored a run. Ground ball here to the third base side. Now a count here of 0-2. We've got 5, 6, and 7 hitters due up here in the home half, the third for Wapahani. Megan Lewis, Braylon Patterson, and Tatum Dudley. And a pitch. Strike 3 swinging. The throw down to first will be in time, so that's going to do it there for Megan. So she will go down on strikes here for out number 1 here in the third inning, and that's going to bring up the third baseman, number 15, Braylon Patterson.
15, Braylon Patterson coming up to the plate.
Braylon singled and scored a run there in the first inning. So 1 for 1 so far tonight. Little ground ball, and that's going to be not in time. All she did, oh my gosh. I thought for sure that she had beaten that out over there at first base, but unfortunately that was not the case. So a 4-3 put away for out number 2. And that will now bring up the pitcher, Tatum Dudley. Pitch catches the outside corner, 0-1 the count. Here on Tatum, she drew a walk and scored a run there in the first inning. Pop back and add a play. So Alyssa Cole really essentially mowing down these hitters here for the Raiders since he's came into the ball game. Popped up there in the infield, third baseman under, and she'll make the catch for the third and final out here in the inning. So a very easy and clean inning of work here for Cole and the Golden Falcons, as Wapahani gets no runs here on no hits, also no errors, and nobody left on base. We'll head now to the top of the fourth inning. Again, Wapahani with a 5-4 lead after 3.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
A licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
All right, folks, welcome back here on the WHS Network. Again, though, is trying to get all the changes here for Wapahani defensively, as that one will be in there for a called strike here on Madison Hudson, the leadoff hitter here for the Winchester Golden Falcons. Here on the top of the fourth inning. So, again, our new pitcher is number 3, Abby Cross. Now catching is Zoe Koger. And Tatum Dudley now moves from the pitcher's mound over to first base. So, again, she had 3 innings of work here for Wapahani, as that pitch will be low and away there for ball 2. The 2-1 offering. Man, that didn't miss by much. That looked pretty good right there. So 3-1 now, the count. And that is in there for a called strike. Payoff pitch here from Cross. Gets her swinging for strike 3. She gone for out number 1. And that's going to now bring up the shortstop, number 6, Allison Campbell.
At the top of the batting order, stepping up to the plate is number 6, Allison Campbell.
So Campbell will step in here, 1 for 2 here on the evening. Popped it up to the pitcher, Dudley, there in the first inning, and then singled in the second. Along with that single, she ended up collecting an RBI. So nothing and 1 the counts here on Campbell. The 0-1 pitch. Low and away. Swung on and missed right there for strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch. That one going to be outside there for ball 1. Little dribbler just right out in front, and she's going to be in there with an infield single. Only had to hit it about 5 feet, but it got the job done. So 5th hit of the night here for Winchester, as Campbell will be on down there at first base. And that will bring up to the plate the third baseman, number 8, Delaney Bird. And there for a called strike, 0-1. And that's going to be in front of Zoe Swallow out there in center field, so another bloop hit. Winchester's definitely gotten lucky with quite a few of those here tonight. Not really much solid contact, just enough to get it over the head and finding some open real estate. And that's that's just part of the game. That's what you're supposed to do, find some open area out there, and they've done that pretty good. So 6th hit here of the night, and that will now bring up the center fielder, Aviana Ramos. So Campbell at second, Bird at first, and then Ramos here at the plate, 1-0 the count. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be low. There for ball 2. Throw down to first base will not be in time. So ball 4 right there, and that's going to now load the bases up.
Next up to bat, we have number 16, Cassidy Rubel.
So Campbell now at third, Bird at second, Ramos at first, and the first baseman is 16, Cassidy Rubel here at the plate, 0-1 the count. 0 for 2 so far on the night is Rubel. Here's the 0-1 offering. Upstairs there for a ball. Yeah, it's going to miss the outside corner. So 3-1. Again, nowhere to put her right here with the bases tanked. The pitch to Rubel. That's going to be ball 4. So that's going to bring in a run. So Campbell scores.
Coming up to bat is number 11, Alyssa Cole.
Credit Rubel there with the RBI. She didn't have to do anything. And that's going to bring up the pitcher, number 11, Alyssa Cole. She's been on base both times so far here tonight. Walked, scored a run, and singled. And there for a called strike. So 1-1 the count. Cross rocks back. Here's a pitch. So sail high and inside there for ball 2. So again, nowhere to put her. 3-1 the count. The pitch from Cross. Popped up right there in the left center field. Swallow will make the catch. The throw on home will not be in time, so that'll be a sacrifice fly RBI. as Winchester will now take a 6-5 lead.
Up to bat, we have number 7, Avery Ludwig.
So again, Bird scores the RBI there to Cole. And Ramos stays at second. Rubel still at first. And the catcher, number 7, Avery Ludwig, now at the plate. Again, with runners at first and second, a throw down to the third, and Patterson dropped the ball. So she's in there safely. So 1-0 the count. That's a good throw there from Zoe Koger. The pitch in there, and now an even count here of 1-1. 1-1 from Cross. Ball 2 low and inside. So another 3-ball count here. 3 balls and 1 strike. Here on Ludwig. Runners on the corners with 2 away here in the top of the 4th. And that's going to be inside there for ball 4. So that's going to reload the bases. Rubel will now move up to second base. Ludwig at first. And the second baseman, number 18, Lizzie Frazier, now at the plate. Called strike right there for a 1-ball, 1-strike count. It's the 8th hitter to bat here in the inning is Frazier. That's going to catch the outside part of the plate now. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Cross trying to get out of this situation. Here's the pitch. And right over the pitcher's glove right there down to first. That's going to be in time for a 4-3 put out. There for out number 3. So, again, Winchester able to put 2 more runs up on the board here in the inning as they get 2 runs here on 2 hits. Also no errors. And 3 runners left on base. 6-5 is your score after 3.5. We'll be back with more on the bottom half of the 4th inning here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
Some people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special. That's because they're about learning and growing, not just winning and losing. Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support education-based athletics in Indiana by buying a ticket to your high school's next athletic event.
The moments we live for, we celebrate, we must protect. This is what the IHSAA Foundation does every day. By providing scholarships to student athletes, developing coaches and athletic directors, recruiting and retaining high school officials, and awarding grants to IHSAA member schools, we can protect the future of high school sports for the next generation of Hoosiers. Will you join us? We need your help on our team. Donate today at ihsaafoundation.org.
All righty, folks, welcome back here with the bottom half, the fourth inning here on the WHS Network. We're going to lead things off here with what is now the catcher, Zoe Koger. So 1 ball and 1 strike. So fouled off right there now for strike 2.
I think he's going to get us. I don't want to go over.
Cole will get her signs, and the 1-2 pitch. Skips that one to home plate right there for an even count of 2-2.
I said it was 2-2 last he saw.
The 2-2 offering. That's going to miss inside for ball 3. Three-two pitch. That's going to miss for ball 4. So a leadoff walk here to the catcher, Zoe Koger. And that will now bring up the right fielder, number 16, Marissa Meyer. So 1-0 the count here on Meyer.
At the plate, we have number 16, Marissa Meyer.
I'm not even sure what just happened. So Koger, for whatever reason, I don't know if she started early or what in the world just happened, but she's not on the base pass anymore. So 3-1's the count. Again, it's hard for us to get any information because we're sitting up here and we get nothing. So we just kind of roll with it. So that's going to be a 1-out walk now to Marissa Meyer.
Number 3, Abby Cross.
So Meyer down at first base. And now Abby Cross here at the plate. Again, there's been so many moving parts. Trying to keep everything straight is darn near impossible. Tell you that much. So 0-1 the count. Again, trying to sort through the batting order has been fun. Little nub shot right there. It's going to end up foul. So 0-2 the count here on Abby Cross. Marissa Meyer down at first. Pitch high and away there for ball 1. That pitch again misses. That's going to be a deep fly ball there in the left field. That's going to be over the left fielder's head and go all the way to the wall. Meyer will make her way to third. And so now Wapahani will have runners at second and third after the double here from Abby Cross. And that will now bring up the shortstop, number 2, Emily Luce. And that is in there for a called strike, 0-1. Here's the 0-1 offering. Called strike 2. Here's the 0-2. Gets her swinging for strike 3. So out number 2 here in the inning. And that's going to bring up the center fielder, number 18, Zoe Swallow. And now we've got a mound visit here for Winchester. Again, it's still second and third, and now 2 out here in the inning. And so during this mound visit, well, never mind. That was short and sweet, to the point. So again, it's going to be Zoe Swallow at the plate here for Wapahani. This will be her first plate appearance here of the evening. And they will go ahead and intentionally walk Zoe Swallow, so that will now load the bases up. And that's going to bring up the left fielder, number 14, Malia Simpson. Going to be fouled off down the first base side, 0-1. Simpson so far here on the night, 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Again, both of those looking. See if she can come up big right here. Swung on and missed, strike 2. Here's the 1-2 pitch. One-two pitch. That one's going to be fouled off and off of the first base coach down there. She's all right, though. So again, 1 ball and 2 strikes here on Malia Simpson. Here's the pitch from Cole. Popped up. Foul side there, first base, and it's going to stay right over there. So we're going to redo it again. I'll tell you what, got to give credit here. Malia really battling here in this at bat. Now if she can straighten it out and find a way to put that out in the outfield somewhere. So again, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bases are tanked. Here's the pitch. Another one's going to be fouled off. So this will be pitch number 8 of the at-bat. That one's going to be low for ball 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 out. The pitch. And down to first base line. That is a fair ball. 1 run score. Oh, my gosh. They call that a foul ball. That ball went right over the first base. Oh, no. Oh, okay. All right, so yeah, we're gonna redo this here again. That was That was a little shocking, at least from my vantage point. That looked like it was a fair ball. It looked like it went right over the first base bag. But nonetheless, Simpson will strike out swinging. That's going to end the bottom half of the fourth inning. The Raiders do get some base runners here, but no runs on a hit. Also no errors. And 3 runners will be left on. We'll head here to the top of the fifth, 6-5 Winchester here on the WHS Network.
You're good at keeping the car clean. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
Welcome back in here, ladies and gentlemen. We enter the top of the fifth inning here tonight. Again, a 6-5 Winchester lead here as we head to the fifth, and we're going to have the 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up here in the top of the fifth inning here for the Golden Falcons, and we're going to lead things off here with the right fielder, number 17. That is Layla Salazar. So she will step in the box there at home plate as Abby Cross, again, in her second inning of work right here in there for a called strike, 0-1. Salazar is 0 for 2 here on the night. Hit into an infield fly there in the second inning and then grounded out to the shortstop in the third. 1-1 count. Cross gets her signs here from Koger. The pitch. It's going to sail wide and tall right there for ball 2. Two-one pitch. Just a bit outside. The 3-1 from Cross. That's going to catch the outside corner. So full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch here to Salazar will get her swinging for strike 3 as she is sent down on strikes for the first out here in the top of the fifth.
We have number 20, left fielder Madison Hodson.
And that's going to bring up the left fielder, number 20, Madison Hodson. She is 0 for 2 on the night. Line out there at the shortstop in the second inning. Then struck out swinging in the fourth. As that's going to fall low there for a ball. 1-0 to begin things here on Hodson. Wind up and a pitch. In there for called strike 1-1. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. So 1-2 the count here on Hodson. Allison Campbell waiting on deck. The 1-2 offering. That will just miss low for ball 2. Two balls and 2 strikes. The pitch from Cross. It's going to sail upstairs there for ball 3. So another full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes here on Hodson. Payoff pitch. That's going to be high for ball 4. And so a 1-out walk again after having her 1 and 2, end up walking her right there. And that's going to be right back to the top of the order here with the shortstop, number 6, Allison Campbell. Campbell will stroll in here, 2 for 3 here on the evening. Popped it up to the pitcher back in the first inning, then had an RBI single in the second inning, and then singled in the fourth and scored a run. So 1-0 to begin things on Campbell. You have Delaney Bird to follow her. Ball 2 away. That throw down the first, not in time. In there for a called strike. Catches the inside corner now. 2 balls and 1 strike on Campbell. The pitch. Ground ball, third base side. That's going to get foul there for now a 2 balls, 2 strike count. Again, if you're just joining us here tonight, I'm play-by-play broadcaster Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me, cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy here from beautiful Raider Field here tonight. Beautiful evening here at the ballpark. Again, it's right around 85, 84 degrees now at this point. It's a hot one, and especially being up here in the press box, not much warmer. But both these teams in a red-hot ball game right here, 6-5, very close, very competitive. And we'll see what comes of this at bat here. 2 ball, 2 strikes. And that one's going to sail upstairs there for ball 3 and get by the catcher. So a wild pitch will advance Hodson on the second. So third batter in a row here to begin the inning with a 3 balls count. And that's going to be another walk. So Campbell now makes her way down to first. And that will bring up the third baseman, number 8, Delaney Bird.
Number 8, Delaney Bird.
Bird also with a hit here tonight. She is 1 for 3. Lined out to the third baseman in the first inning, and then reached base on an error in the second inning, and then singled and scored a run there in the fourth inning. A 1-0 pitch, low for ball 2. The 2-0 pitch in there for a called strike. You got Hodson at second, Campbell at first. 1 away here in the top of the 5th. That pitch will miss high there for ball 3. And that's going to hit her. That was going to be ball 4 anyway. And so that one now will load the bases. So 1 hit by pitch and now 2 walks.
Up to bat, we have number 4, Aviana Ramos.
We've got Hodson at third, Campbell at second, Bird at first. And the center fielder, number 4, Aviana Ramos at the plate. And it looks like we might have a pitching change here for Wapahani. And so we're going to step aside here for a break. In 6-5, bases loaded, 1 away here in the top of the 5th. We'll be back with more following these messages. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here. Again, the pitching change. It's actually 0-1 the count now, but Zoe Koger is now towing the rubber here for Wapahani now. Again, just flip-flopping. Pitcher and catcher. Abby Cross is now behind the plate. Catching. Count now at 1 ball and 1 strike. And nearly took out the third base coach. That pitch will miss right there. Another run will come on home to score. And that's going to get by the third baseman in the left field. So again, another run scores. Make this now an 8-5 lead. That was a hit there by Aviana Ramos.
Cassidy Rubel.
So a bad throw there in the center field will bring another run on home to score. So an error there on the throw. So 10-5 here after the base hit by Cassidy Rubel.
We have number 11, Alyssa Cole.
So things have unfortunately really gotten out of hand. So 2-0 the count here on Alyssa Cole. Here's the 2-1. And that's going to get through the right side of the infield. So third hit in a row, third hit of the inning now.
Avery Ludwig.
So Rubel moves up to third, Cole at first, and the catcher, number 7, Avery Ludwig, now at the plate with runners on the corners and still only 1 out. And 10 runs on 9 hits so far for Winchester. And 1-0 is the count here on Ludwig. In there for a called strike. 1-1 the count. So she offered at that one. One ball and 2 strikes. The pitch popped up, foul territory, and that's going to get out of play. So the count will remain here at 1-2. Fly ball there in the left center field. Swallow will be there to make the catch. I think she left early, and she did leave early, and she couldn't end up going on home right there. So that worked out beautifully there for Wapahani. So 2 down now in the inning after the fly out. And that's going to bring up the second base, number 18, Lizzie Frazier. Again, the number 9 hitter now in of the inning. In there for a called strike, catches that inside corner, 0-1. Frazier is 1 for 2 here on the evening. Single and scored a run in the second, walked in the third, and grounded out in the fourth. And that's going to be served into right field. That's going to get by the right fielder. So 1 run scores. 2 runs will score. And that's it. So a RBI triple, or 2 RBI triple rather, for Frazier.
Coming up to bat, number 17, Layla Salazar.
So Layla Salazar will now step in. Ground ball here to left side of the infield to throw on to first. Will not be in time. So another run will score. That's going to be an infield single.
Coming up to bat, number 20, Madison Hodson.
Left fielder number 20, Madison Hodson, now at the plate. 1-0 the count. 7 runs have scored here in the top of the 5th inning, making this a very lopsided score right now. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Salazar down at first with 2 away. Wind up and the pitch. Pop up there in the center field. That's going to get down in there for another hit. So Salazar moves up to second. Hodson at first. And now we're right back to the top of the order again, and that is the shortstop, number 6, Allison Campbell. So Winchester's had 6 hits here in the inning. In there for a called strike. So quickly 0-1 here on Allison Campbell. She's been on base 3 of the 4 plate appearances today. And that's going to be right by the third baseman in the left field. And we're going to keep them right where they are as far as on the bases. The bases are loaded.
Why are they? What happened?
And well, I'm not quite sure exactly what happened.
All right, it is the 5th inning. You're ready to field. That means it's time for some humor.
Okay. We're going to head to the bottom half of the 5th. It's 13-5 Winchester. We will step aside, and we'll be back here with the bottom half of the 5th inning here on the WHS Network. All right, welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom half of the fifth inning. And was that, I believe, a 1-3 put out, or no, 5-3 put away. Therefore, out number one. That was a bunt punt down by Megan Luce. And that's going to bring up third base number 15, Braylon Patterson. In there for a called strike. So 0-1 the count here on Patterson. The 0-1. Ground ball just bobbled there by the pitcher. Shortstop down to first. Will not be in time. An error on the throw.
Next up at the plate, up to bat, we have Tatum.
So that'll be the first error there by Winchester, because actually, good throw right there. It would have had her. The umpire was actually ready to make the out call, and then the first baseman dropped it. So it worked out beautifully right there for Wapahani. As Dudley will swing through that one, 0-1 the count. Served there in the right field. All right, so we have runners now at first and second. They had one out here in the inning. So 1-0 the count here on Zoe Koger. Ground ball there, shortstop on the second for out number 2 here in the inning. So a 6-4 put away. Got runners now on the corners with 2 away. That's going to bring up the right fielder, number 16, Marissa Meyer. It's going to be fouled out of play, 0-1 the count. So Patterson at third, Koger at first. The pitch to Meyer. That's upstairs there for a ball. Koger will take second base. Here's the 1-1. Chopped here to the second base side. Throw on the first, and that's going to do it. Here in the home half, the fifth inning. So Wapahani gets a couple of base runners here. Nothing will come of it, unfortunately, as they get no runs on a hit. Also 1 error and 2 runners left on base. We will head now to the top of the 6th inning. Winchester here with a 13-5 lead. We'll be back with more here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All righty, welcome back here. Top of the 6th inning here with our next Home Elite Real Estate game break. 13-5, Winchester on top. Here as we head to the top of the 6th, we're going to lead things off here for the Winchester Golden Falcons here with Allison Campbell. I'm not even sure what in the world what happened right there. Popped out to the second baseman, right on. I was trying to write something down on the scorebook and completely missed it. So Campbell She's gone.
Up to bat, we have number 8, Delaney Bird.
So 1-0 the count to Delaney Bird. That's in there for a called strike now. Evening it up here at 1-1. In there for a called strike. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch upstairs there for ball 2. The 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 looking for number 2. Nice pitch right there from Zoe Koger. So 2 up, 2 down to start off the 6th inning.
We have number 4, Aviana Ramos.
And that will now bring up the center fielder, number 4, Aviana Ramos. 2 for 3 here on the day. Triple. 2 runs scored, also a single. And a walk and a stolen base. There's the 0-1. That pitch high and tight right there for a ball. That's going to be popped foul and out of play. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Popped up into shallow center field. Swallow is there and will make the catch for the 3rd and final out of the inning. I'll tell you what, that was the nice, easiest inning we've had so far tonight for either side. So that was very pleasant right there. So we'll head now to the bottom half of the 6th. Again, it is Winchester 13, Wapahani 5 here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. Welcome back here, bottom half of the 6th inning. We're going to lead things off here for the Raiders. That will be the catcher, number 3, Abby Cross. Again, in her only plate appearance so far today. She doubled there in the 4th inning. This will send a fly ball there in the center field, and the center fielder will be there to make the catch for out number 1. And so now the shortstop, number 2, Emily Luce, will step in. She is 0 for 3 so far this evening. She popped out there to the third baseman in the 1st inning, grounded out to the shortstop back in the 2nd, and then struck out swinging in the 4th. So nothing in, 1 the count here on Emily Luce. It's got to give credit here to Alyssa Cole. Has really came in after those the 2/3 of an inning that the starting pitcher pitched. She has been getting it done. She will be out over there at first base. 6-3 put away for the 2nd out. And now Zoe Swallow will step in here for the Raiders.
Now stepping up to the plate, Zoe Swallow. Number 18.
But again, Cassidy Rubel started the game for Winchester. Gave up 5 runs. Cole came in, and she's pretty much been walking on easy street since she came into the ball game. Pitched very well so far. And that's going to get through the middle part of the infield.
Now with the plate, we have number 14, Malia Simpson.
So again, 9th hit now the night here for Wapahani after that single from Zoe Swallow. Malia Simpson here at the plate now, and she will serve that one into right field. So Swallow goes ahead and takes third base right there. The Raiders will have runners now on the corners. It's a nice piece of hitting right there by Malia Simpson.
Megan Luce.
So Megan steps in again with runners on the corners. Ground ball here to the third baseman on the first, and that's going to do it. All right, so Wapahani gets a couple base runners again. Nothing to show for it here. No run on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on. We will head here to the top of 7th. Winchester 13, Wapahani 5. All righty, folks, back at it here. Top of the 7th inning, and we're going to start things off here. 1-0 the counts here on, I'm not even sure who this even is. Cassidy Rubel. Actually make that 3-0. I'm a couple pitches behind. All right, 3-1 the count. And serve there into right field. Another hit here for Winchester. That is now their 14th hit of the night.
Up to bat, we have number 11, Alyssa Cole.
So the pitcher, Alyssa Cole, now at the plate. She's been on base three times tonight. Does have a sacrifice fly RBI. And that pitch inside for a ball. 1-0 to begin things. Pitch here from Koger. In there for a called strike. And that's going to be another hit. So an RBI triple here for Alyssa Cole.
Up to bat, number 7, Avery Ludwig.
Rubel scores there on with the RBI there from Cole. We've got the catcher, number 7, Avery Ludwig, now at the plate. Nothing and 1 the count. So again, Lizzie Frazier now at the plate.
18, Lizzie Frazier.
Got to be honest with you guys, I'm at a very much of a loss of words right now. That doesn't happen very often. Here's the pitch. That's going to miss there for ball 3. Layla Salazar on deck. Following her will be Madison Hodson. So first and second now, still nobody out, and that's going to bring up the right fielder, number 17, Layla Salazar. Salazar has a hit so far tonight, RBI to go with it. Ground ball here to third base side will get foul. Nothing and 1 the count. Again, Madison Hodson waiting on deck. Then following her will be the top of the lineup there, and Allison Campbell. Koger here with the windup and the pitch. That's going to be high and away there for a ball. And I'm not sure exactly what was going on here, but we're going to have a new pitcher. Tatum Dudley's going back to the mound again. And Zoe Koger will now move over to first base. So we'll have another brief pause in the action. 15-5 Winchester here on the WHS Network.
You're good at making big announcements. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
All right, 2-1 the count here on Salazar as that pitch fouled off down the third base line. Foul, 2-2 the count. Again, Tatum Dudley, the original starter here for Wapahani, back on the mound. First and second, still nobody out here in the top of the seventh inning. That pitch will miss low, and both runners will advance. Payoff pitch. Popped up, second baseman right there. That is Megan Luce. She'll make the catch for out number 1. And that will bring up the left fielder, number 20, Madison Hodson. So a very big out there of Salazar. So Hodson steps in, 1 for 3 on the evening. So 1-0 the count. Here's the pitch. Low for ball 2. Two-0 pitch will fall short there for ball 3. So again, runners at second and third. That's going to be in there, called a strike. Dudley gets her signs. Here's a pitch. Popped up. Shallow left center field. Zoe Swallow will make the catch. Nicely done. So that'll be the second out here in the inning.
Up to bat, we have number 6, Allison Campbell.
And again, now back to top of the order again. Allison Campbell here at the plate. This will be the 6th at bat, technically, of the ball game for her. Well, we'll just go ahead and say her 5th at bat, because I'm still not quite sure what in the world happened there in the 5th inning. After she ended up getting a base hit, and then that was the end of the inning. So I'm not even sure necessarily what happened. That's in there for a called strike, 1-1. So I guess technically this might be her 5th at bat here of the night. And that will hit her. So she will make her way down to first. So now the bases are loaded. Ludwig at third, Frazier at second, Campbell at first, and a third baseman, number 8, Delaney Bird at the plate for Winchester. That's in there for a called strike. So 0-1 the count. Again, just a reminder, we will not be having a Raiders Live postgame show here tonight, as that one's going to be shot out there in the center field there for the third and final out of the inning. So again, Winchester put a couple runs up on the board here in the top of the 7th inning. Here's they get 2 runs here on 3 hits, also no errors, and 3 runners left on base. We will head here to the bottom of the 7th. Wapahani's got some work to do. Down 15-5. We'll be back with more right after these messages. All right, folks, welcome back here. Bottom half of the 7th inning here on the WHS Network. And we're going to lead things off here with the Raiders' third baseman, number 15, Braylon Patterson. And she reached base, had a single, and scored a run in the first inning. As that one will be fouled off to the first base side. Quickly, 0-1 the count here on Braylon. Following her will be Tatum Dudley and then Zoe Coger. That pitch low and inside there for ball one. It's hard to believe Wapahani at one point in time had a 5-1 lead there in the first inning. And now Winchester scored 14 unanswered. That one fouled off to the right side. Now 1-2 the count. Ground ball here to second baseman. Throw on to first. So 4-3 put away there for out number one. And that's going to bring up the pitcher, number 4, Tatum Dudley.
Up to bat, we have number 4. Pitcher, Tatum Dudley.
Popped up, shortstop right there to make the catch. So quickly 2 down here in the inning. We've got a lot of work to do here with 2 away. 10 runs to tie. So we'll see if we got it in the cards here tonight. Koger at the plate now for Wapahani, as that will be swung on and missed. 0-1. Again, just a reminder, no Raiders Live post-game show here this evening following the conclusion of the ball game here tonight. No balls and a strike. Here's the windup and a pitch. Ground ball off the pitcher's glove, and that will be into center field. So a 2-out single keeps hopes alive here for Wapahani.
Number 16, Marissa Meyer, coming up to the plate.
So 11th hit of the night here for Wapahani. The throw down to second will not be in time. So Koger will steal second base. Again, Marissa Meyer here at the plate for Wapahani, as it is 0-1. Meyer reached base on a walk back in the 4th inning. 0 for 2 overall here on the evening. Cole here with the windup and a pitch. That is flung way high and outside there for ball 2, as Koger will go ahead and walk to third base. So she's in scoring position. The pitch to Meyer. Low in the dirt for ball 3. In there for a called strike 2. The pitch. That's going to be low for ball 4, so Meyer will take her walk. She's down at first, and now back to the top of the order. That's going to be number 3, Abby Cross here at the plate for Wapahani.
Number 3, Abby Cross, up to bat.
A little 2-out magic here possibly. That's going to be low for a ball. Again, we have not had any runs across the plate since Cole came in the game. They're in the bottom of the 1st inning. That pitch high for ball 2. A 2-0 offering. That's going to miss the outside corner for ball 3. Popped up, and a catcher will make the catch for the 3rd and final out of the ball game. So that, again, that's going to be your final score here this evening. The Winchester Golden Falcons 15.
Final score.
Your Wapahani Raiders 5. So Wapahani now falls to an even 500 on the season at 8-8. Again, They'll be back at it, I believe, on Monday night. So a tough one here this evening, no doubt about that. But just gotta continue to work, get after it, and be ready to go the next time out. So again, we want to thank you guys for tuning in here this evening. Again, 15-5 is our final score here tonight. Again, until next time, I'm Brandon Morvillius alongside cameraman Jordan Red Baird McCoy saying good night from Raider Field.